A whisper spread through a village. By sunrise, doors are bolted shut. Families gather together, refusing to sleep alone. Neighbors stay awake through the night, convinced that something unseen is moving across the rooftops. There are no footprints, no clear evidence, only fears. In the 1990s, Zanzibar experienced one of Africa's most extraordinary episodes of mass panic. Thousands of people claimed a terrifying winged creature called the Popobawa was attacking homes under the cover of darkness. Unlike ancient myths passed down from centuries, this legend erupted in the modern era when newspapers, radio stations, and government officials all became part of the story. The question wasn't simply whether the Popobawa existed, it was how an invincible fear managed to affect an entire society. The topic for today is the Popobawa of Zanzibar, the shape-shifting terror that paralyzed an island. So, this is the picture of the Popobawa that terrified Zanzibar Island in Africa. A monster born in modern times. Unlike many African legends rooted in ancient history, the Popobawa is surprisingly recent. Reports first appeared on Zanzibar in the early 1970s before the returning in larger waves during the 1980s and 1990s and early 2000s. Witnesses described a terrifying creature with enormous bat-like wing, a single glowing eye or red eyes in some accounts, shaped sharp claws, and the disturbing ability to change shape. Some claimed it appeared as a shadow, others insisted it could become an ordinary person before disappearing into the night. The greatest weapon was uncertainty. The Popobawa with glowing eyes, shape-shifting monster that terrified Zanzibar Island with glowing eyes. When fear became contagious. The most fascinating part of the Popobawa story isn't the creature itself, it's the reaction it created. Entire communities refused to sleep alone. People gathered outdoors around fires until morning. Families moved into crowded homes because they believed safety came in numbers. The fear spread through conversations, through radio broadcasts, and reports. Newspaper reports faster than any physical threat. Psychologists describe this phenomenon as mass psychogenic illness or collective panic where fear itself becomes contagious. Whether or not a monster exists, the emotional experience is real. So people move in group to find safety in the crowd. Then the state round fire. Why Zanzibar? Many researchers noticed that major Popobawa outbreak often coincide with period of political tension and social uncertainty. This does not prove that politics caused the legend. However, periods of anxiety can make communities more receptive to frightening rumors and supernatural explanations. Throughout history, societies under stress have often created stories that give invisible fear a recognizable face. The Popobawa may have become the physical embodiment of uncertainty itself. The street of Zanzibar, when it's dark, nobody is out. Everybody has locked himself in because of the fear of the Popobawa. The street that is empty, empty streets. More than a monster. For many local people, the Popobawa is not merely entertainment. Some genuinely believe the creature exists. Others see it as a warning against ignoring traditional beliefs. Still, others view it as an example of how folklore evolves to reflect modern fear. The legend continues to adapt with every new generation, proving that myths are never truly frozen in time. They grow alongside the people who tell them. Old people telling the stories to younger generation of what they saw. The storytelling time in the Zanzibar island. The myths passed down to younger generation. The mystery that refuses to disappear. No photographs of no photographs has conclusively identified the Popobawa. No scientific investigation has confirmed its existence. Yet the legend remains alive decades later. Its greatest mystery is not whether a winged creature flew across Zanzibar. It is how belief, fear, culture, and rumor combine to create one of Africa's most remarkable modern legends. Perhaps the Popobawa's true power was never its claws or wings. Its greatest power was making people believe it could be anywhere. If an entire community around you became convinced that something invisible was haunting at night, would you dismiss it or would you begin to believe it too?